I have to fight through the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to get to April.
Yeah.
Just to tell her I'm 17.
Yeah. I still qualify as a teenager.
I mean, if there's teen in the number, that does classify as a teenager. But by my code, you aren't. There's no such thing as a teenager. There's just an older kid.
What happens if you're like 118?
Then you are very old.
I say it's just a thought, bro. Just a thought.
If you're 118, you're classified as a skeleton, like Nana. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom of Atlantis, coming this Friday to theaters near you. I've been told I should be a whatchamacallit, sports broadcaster. I have a face made for radio. Oh, he is guy with money. Hey, look at that! It's the guy with the money in Little Rascals. He was president once. Horrible president. You should not put a businessman in office.
You want a better economy? That's what you need.
No, here's the issue though. If you put a man who only knows money and saving money and accounting for money in office, he's going to run the country into the ground. We are in debt. What should we do?
Well,
illegal practices.
Obviously, we're going to send more money to foreign aid.
Did he do that though? No, he cut us off from the Mexicans. Now the taco people are pissed with us.
It's more taco people coming in our country right now.
They're coming for an ambush.
There's Africans, there's Chinese, there's South Americans.
They are coming to ambush us because of our last president. We're going to go to war with the Mexicans. They're pissed with us because the dude who was the orange in office was racist. You might not like hearing it like that, but that is how it was. Doesn't know how stairs work.
But I also say that with our Congress people too, and they need to get out of there.
Yeah.
There's some people in there that have been there for 60 years.
We need more young people in America.
Not young people per se, but we need just new people in there because the ones that are in there, they've been in there for so long and they haven't done anything. They're collecting pay. That's it.
Basically. Like,
if you get somebody else in there that has a new idea and they bring up these things that are supposed to be taken care of and they haven't in like 30 to 40 years, I mean, they don't move on anything very fast. So
there are so many issues happening right now that are being handled by people who don't even know what is happening. Like the whole AI debate, a good majority of the people that I saw in what I did see of Congress's talk about it were either dudes in their 40s or some dude who didn't even know what they're talking about. For instance, there's this one video I saw of a dude who likes remixing songs to like make jokes about the songs. And he's been using AI lately because, well, Johnny Cash singing Barbie Girl. Like, you wouldn't get that normally. It's kind of funny. Actually, it's kind of a good song as well. It's both funny and a good song. But, anyways, odd connection. Anyways, so this dude literally is up at the podium on his soapbox, talking about like, well, this is illegal, and it's not in our amendment rights. And the dude who actually made the song went and like, it was like, parody is literally the First Amendment. It's part of free speech. This is a parody. It's not an actual song. Which is literally what he's saying. He is putting up his side of the story. And honestly, it makes sense because it is a parody. He's not saying, it even said in the beginning of the song, this is not Johnny Cash. This is not Johnny Cash.
So what is them talking about this YouTuber?
Because there are so many people who don't know what they're doing in Congress. It's either...
Well, yeah, when you gotta talk to somebody and they have to be like 2 inches from their head and be like telling them like stuff because they can't hear you.
Yeah.
It's tough to talk about.
It's either they're too young and they don't know what they're talking about, or they're too old and they don't know what the topic is. And when you have these two sides trying to combat on one issue, you're going to end up getting, what are we talking about? I don't know. Okay, then why are we even talking about it? Like, there are so many things that fall under the sign of... Actually, I'm not even going to talk about that, because that is a whole other can of worms. But anyway, there's a lot of things happening lately that shouldn't really be happening. Like, yes, this new technology should be put on a leash, but we're handling it in the wrong way. We're talking about a parody song for something that can be used against an electoral thing. Stealing someone's identity is not parody. Taking a person's voice, that could be an entire different can of worms. Taking a person's face, that's not really good. Taking a person's voice, we've been doing that for years. Even Disney does. Well, that's bound to happen as of lately.
China and Russia, Korea, I don't know. They might side with China and just piggyback.
You know my idea on China lately?
My biggest problem right now is that we've had so many wars that we just back off and leave the damn people alone.
Yeah.
And then Biden had to leave our fucking shit over there, so now our shit is out there killing our own people.
Yeah.
Biden is a traitor. Hang his ass.
Do it as the 1800s would. He is a traitor. Hang him publicly.
I'm all about that. People have lost their fear. You start showing them what grisly death is, maybe they'll start settling down.
I mean, when a good majority of people are trying to spice up life with dinosaurs aren't real, they're just dragons. It's kind of like, sir, did you fail in the brain department?
Spice up life. Whoa. Settle down. Whoa there, killer. I got 3 kids. I don't need any more. Spice up life, man.
No, I'm talking about like people on the internet trying to persuade other people into saying, hey, this is a giant wall. Giants existed. No, that's just a bunch of rocks. In a really cool fashion. Dinosaurs aren't real, they're just dragon bones. Here's why. Sir, you're going to believe that a dragon exists, fire-breathing dragon exists, but not a giant lizard.
You don't think giants existed?
The only giants I think existed are They Might Be Giants. Or Einstein.
Alright. Hear me out. Ready?
Try me. I've talked to someone who doesn't believe the moon.
Well, I don't believe that we've ever walked on the moon. But...
Okay, you want to hear something funny?
No. It's back to giants.
Okay, back to giants.
Back to giants. Alright,
Back
ready?
to giants.
Ready. So, you take all the folklore that came from Europe, okay?
Uh-huh.
Like Jack and the Beanstalk story. Just throw that out there.
Yep.
Okay?
Throw that on the table.
Yep. Alright, so there's that. Then there's giants supposed in, like, China. Like, they have stories of giants years ago.
Well, they also have stories about creatures that don't have legs running around and stealing people. Or people who have eyeballs in their anus.
It's one thing at a time.
Okay.
Native Americans have stories of giants that eat people. They're cannibals.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
So does the Greeks.
So do the Greeks. So, you take all these stories from all over the world, and they all seem pretty common, and these people have never talked to each other.
Uh-huh.
So who's to say that these things never existed, but they're being hidden up?
Well, also, many people talk about dragons in all sides of the world, and yet we've never had proof of dragons.
Well, if you were new to a new area, let's say when you're a Spaniard and you come to Florida, and you go, what the hell is that? It's a damn alligator. Alright? That looks like a freaking dragon to you.
Well, you could also say that people go and see a volcano. I've heard about this with the Odyssey. People go and see a volcano, and they're like, it's a one-eyed beast that eats people. Sir, that is a mountain.
I don't see that.
People are high as hell back then.
They had cannabis.
They had cannabis. Actually, I heard that the Lotus people from the Odyssey were just representations of cannabis users.
Basically.
All out on an island in the middle of nowhere eating people. Following the guide of a frickin' shape-shifting rock. I can't remember much of the Odyssey. We skipped through a lot of it. I just remember people got turned into animals, and there's this hot witch lady.
This school system, it fails me. Anyhow.
Probably a shape-shifting rock witch lady.
So there's a lot of things out there.
If you're following folklore, things get messy real fast. Because people keep copying people. There's Bigfoot in the south, Michigan wolf, Michigan dogman in the north. There's also werewolves everywhere. Lots of things everywhere.
It's not just werewolves. Like, that's a shapeshifter for Native Americans.
Yep. There's also the Wendigo. People have copied the Wendigo.
That's what they call him, a bear walker.
Bear walker.
Take a hide of an animal, throw it over you, and then you can shapeshift into that animal.
Wasn't there also, what's it called? One of the popular ones I've been seeing in the horror community lately. Frickin' dog people? What's it called? Shapeshifters that turn into wolves so they can lure in prey and then eat them like a human. I can't remember what they're called. They look like animals, but slightly off. Like an animal with a cancer disease, like it's losing its fur in parts. Like if it turns into wolf, it has like part of its ear bit off, its furs and patches. Like it looks like it got in a fight and it's kind of diseased. So you sympathize for it. Kind of like a chupacabra, but not quite. Like a chupacabra, but it's a shapeshifter. Shape-shifting chupacabra. La, 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 la. I can't remember. I need to look it up now. It's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me if I don't.
Don't do that.
Folklore shapeshifter. Folklore shapeshifters. I swear I have to find this. It's going to kill me if I don't. Skinwalkers. Skinwalkers. That's what it was. Skinwalkers. Huh?
Just noticed I had my high beams on this whole time.
Oh.
It's like, oh, sorry people.
It's bright out tonight. Yeah, it's Skinwalkers.
I'm not used to driving this truck at night.
Yeah.
It's different if I have the plow on.
So anyway, I've been seeing that Skinwalkers have been a really popular subject matter online lately in the horror community. So much so that everyone is claiming that every diseased or angry dog is a skinwalker.
Cool.
No, I'm not joking. So I saw this video of a dog that was gnashing its teeth at this person when it was coming home. Like, this dude is either friends with this dog, or his friend owns the dog, or he owns the dog, something around that line. I can't remember exactly. But this dog is acting very strange. It's gnashing its teeth, it's howling, it's barking at him, things like that. And the entire comment section is, that is a skinwalker. That is a skinwalker. Buddy, I'm sorry to tell you this, but your dog is a skinwalker. Everything like that. And this gets to such a crazy point that a actual person who studies animals, probably like a veterinarian or something, or canonatologist or something, has to come over and say, this is not a skinwalker, This is just a dog that's either very happy or very angry with this person. Like, dogs will act like this if they're very happy to see you because it's like a sign of trust or something like that. Or if you see an unknown dog acting like this, you should back up because it's being territorial.
It's like towards somebody?
Yeah, like it's clapping its teeth at him, like jumping up and down. Like it's a pretty big dog too. It's like almost Bubba size. I think it was like can't remember. Was it like a Scooby-Doo dog kind of size?
Yeah, Great Dane.
Great Dane, kind of like a Great Dane size. Either a Great Dane or a Greyhound kind of size. Like, it's relatively skinny, but it's also like a big stature kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So like this pretty big dog is like getting territorial with this guy, or he's just very happy to see him. Like an act of aggression being shown as love kind of thing. Because animals are confusing like that. Humans act like that too, but mostly animals. But yeah, like, apparently skinwalkers are so common nowadays, I obviously missed a memo. Obviously missed a memo. Okay, so what's the plan here? You want to go load up in the truck, or you want to hang out with you for a minute? Either way, I need to blow my nose.
Well, go to the bathroom and blow your nose.
Okay.
I gotta find my clipboard.
While you're doing that, can you reach back there and give me the cookies? Just so you don't forget them. I'm gonna leave my phone here. I'll be back in a minute. Oops.
What did you do?
I knocked the trash over.
Cookies. Me cookie.